So last night Shayla said something on the interview, and she said that a lot of times people said Jesus is not popping in the skits, and she said she believes the reason why that is the case is because people are actually what you call now, what was her words, playing themselves in essence, and them looking at themselves and them don't like themselves, so them actually don't like what's going on. Pay attention.
Running around and getting it.
Always so busy. Lord, I thought I was a busybody, not like you.
Yeah.
You good though?
I'm good. What's up with you?
Not much, girl. Just drop my baby off and just gonna
Where'd you take him?
get centered. Girl to his daddy's house, thank God. I have them. They really like make my life a lot easier now. I can spend more time keeping the house together. I could be with my man more. Like it really is just
And she's not keeping the house together, by the way, and she's not doing all of what she's talking about nonetheless. Even though Kai gets to go stay over there and he goes to do all of that because, of course, at the end of the day, the baby is just a 401k. The baby is really nothing more than a 401k. That's about it.
wonderful balance. Girl, speaking of, why did Iman try to break up with me?
Try. What happened?
Try.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. He just uses all these excuses like, yeah, I think that he just gets scared, and then he wants to back out because a man who has failed at marriage is scared of failing at relationship. So I'm like, Iman, you not breaking up with me. I'm not leaving ever. And I feel like I show him my other side. I try to hide it for a long time, but you know how like a man is just playing in your face, like I sleep with you at night.
This is interesting for Delicia to see because Delicia was telling Iman today that Iman wasn't telling the truth. And when we had this conversation and I asked, did Iman is Iman telling the story? He was. But you have some people who they look at Shayla and because they think again at all times the man is actually wrong. And don't get me wrong, Iman has done a wrong thing by going back. But it's almost like they overlook everything else to look at just the Iman, being wrong kind of thing. Then they look upon what else is taking place in the entire fray of things. When I said to them that it is actually very crazy, extremely crazy.
Inside of me, you not going nowhere, and I'm not going nowhere ever.
Hold on. So this man is telling you basically he don't want to be with you, and you're like forcing it on him?
Listen, Delicia, in 2026, we're not letting men play with us. You say you wanted me, you act like you want me, you lay inside of me, you not going nowhere, and I'm not going for it.
So in other words, basically, in 2026, men should start be doing this. That if you basically come on a date with me as a man, and you act like you want to be a part of my program as a man, you're not going anywhere either. I want y'all to keep spinning this around. Keep turning this around. I keep going from a male space because I ask you, what if I was the one impressing this on a woman? How would this be taken?
More women need to pick up on. We need to stand up for ourselves, Delicia. Like,
And standing up for yourselves is forcing a man to be with you? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Can you imagine if men say that? I mean, can you can you imagine if men say, you know what, guys? We need to basically stand up for ourselves. And you know what, as of right now, we're not going to take this from any of these ladies at all. The moment they go out on a date, they're ours. Imagine if we had said those things.
we can't let these men walk all over us and act crazy after.
So hold up. Standing up for yourself is letting a man basically say he don't want to be with you, and you want to be with somebody that does not want to be with you. That's standing up? No, standing up is if you don't want to be with me, you need to get up out the way. Like,
Girl, listen. No. Listen to me.
You cannot force a man to be with Shayla.
Well, now you're knowing that that's what she's doing, Delisa. Iman was telling you the same thing, but you never did listen to Iman when Iman is saying to you, hey, this girl is off of her bunkers. Now, we know she's off of her bunkers. What is going on is this. When Wayne told Iman that Shayla was crazy, he just don't know the extent to which she's crazy. And sometimes you really don't know the extent to which a girl is crazy. You understand where I'm coming from? Until you have one of these experiences, you don't know. That's the thing about it.
Force him. You see, he ain't went nowhere, and I'm not allowing him to go anywhere. I'm willing to die about this. Like, this is gonna be my last relationship.
Wait, die? You have a whole son. What are we talking about?
I don't care. That's
Wait,
how
you have
committed I
died-
am.
you'll die
That's
for
how
this-
committed
for
I
this-
am to the
You'll
cause.
die for this man
I
and
will
leave your
die for my
son
man.
an orphan. You
Exactly. Exactly. I want you know to start paying attention. She'd rather to leave her son an orphan than let Iman go. Where are the ladies in the chat who come up and them give me the whole Iman story? And I'm not, the point of the matter is you should be chastising this. That's my point. You should be chastising this. You should be chastising this type of behavior because this behavior does happen. Where women think that because a man has slept with them, that the man can be there all of the time. That the man has to be there. I keep saying, imagine if men thought like this. That the moment I purchase something for a woman, for whatever it is, everything changes. I'm gonna have to have you on the ball and chain. Imagine the amount of protests that the feminist movement would have if we were to do something like this. Men, you know what? Let's keep rocking. Let's keep going.
crazy.
Die for my man.
No, girl.
I'm not. No, I ain't going nowhere. And I don't know what he got going on, but I ain't going nowhere.
Girl, you sound crazy as heck. I don't know what to tell you, but
I know. I know you think I sound crazy because you
Yeah.
ain't never been in love like this before.
Never been in love like that before. So in other words, men don't really love. It's just women love. And you know what I mean? In 2026, let me ask you all the question, ladies. The ladies that are out there who still believe that Shayla is within her right. Do you still believe that in 2026 that you're supposed to be holding men hostage and forcing them to be with you? That's the question. That is a question. No, no, Delicia has also seen a different side of Shayla. Maybe she don't know this side. And someone asked this morning, how could Delicia not see this when she was in like middle school? But I think what is going on is that Shayla has grown up, and the more she grows and develops, is the worse it has gotten. So she's gotten to this particular phase. Well, friends, you hear from the horse's mouth. You hear what the lady says. She's willing to die on it right now. She's willing to die on. She's willing to put everything she has on the line for Iman, leaving Kai to Anthony and Amber. In other words, she don't really care about Kai. Really and truly, what she's saying, she don't really care about Kai at all. Iman does come first. She's now officially. If we didn't see it before and I showed you all the symbologies and the various things inside the skin and the shots and everything, if you didn't believe it before, now you know she puts that first. Now also the listener now realizes that she's not dealing with a regular kind of thing. That's why I said that if I was Iman, I would have left both of them alone and move on and move. That's what I would have done. Because Shayla is saying that Iman is her first and her last man. She's willing to right here. She's willing to die right here. Give me a take. Don't worry, friends. Give me a take. Is she correct? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.